in the case of State of Goa versus XXX 2025 Bombay High Court. This case has very important facts because in this case, the boy got married to a girl under his father's pressure before the civil registrar. The marriage got registered, but it has not been performed as per the customs. Both the boy and the girl, after the registration of marriage, has entered into a consensual sexual relationship. But later the boy found that the girl has connection with two other individuals. On the discovery of this fact, the boy filed a case of annulment of marriage before the court. And as a reaction to that case, the girl lodged FIR against the boy under section 376 of IPC, that is rape. The boy moved before the Bombay High Court for the quashment of FIR. The court in this case discussed the difference between false promise of marriage and breach of promise of marriage. The court observed that the case of false promise of marriage is the one where the boy does not have any intention to marry a girl from inception and made a promise to marry her and then entered into a sexual relationship. Now this is a case of false promise of marriage, whereas on the other hand, that is breach of promise of marriage is a case where the boy at the time of promise of marrying a girl has an intention to marry her, but later due to certain circumstances he decided not to marry. Now in the first case, that is the false promise of marriage affects the consent given by the woman, and it is considered as consent given under misconception of fact, and the sexual relationship amounts to rape. Whereas in the latter case, that is breach of promise of marriage, there is no misconception of fact and the consensual relationship between the boy and the girl does not amount to rape. The court discussed this with the facts in the case, and the court held that in the present case the marriage was registered before the registrar and both boy and girl into a consensual relationship. But due to the discovery of fact of the girl's indulgence with other two individuals result into non-performance of marriage as per the customs. Therefore, this is a case of breach of promise of marriage and not the false promise of marriage, and therefore the court held that there is no case of rape against the boy and hence quashed the FIR. I hope you like the video, and for more such videos please like and subscribe.